I'm just wrapping up my Santos series. I've got maybe 15 to 20 videos left to do, and they'll go pretty fast. But I'm gonna go look at some. I did a video on chemtrailing yesterday, I believe it was, and I want to go in and tighten it up. It's right here. It's Santos series for Santos, part 45, and I'm gonna bring you in there. But before I go in there, I just want to mention that. I was beefing up my numbers because like I was saying on previous videos, I fuck with YouTube that way. YouTube fucks with me. They drop the numbers, the copyright strikes. They have no problem with finding copyright issues before the video is even uploaded. They already, as soon as it's uploaded, it'll have a stamp on it saying copyright strike. Anybody that does these videos knows this. So that used to bother me in itself because when they're being watched, when the videos are being watched, and the way they were being put out there were certain videos, some of my worst videos that don't describe nothing. Those are the ones that were making it to the top. In other words, see, I'll press on this one here, and these are the ones that would be coming up, would be over here, right? And I'm sure anybody that does YouTube videos already knows this, and I don't like making videos about making videos. I'm just going to bitch a little bit as I go along. I'll piss and moan a little bit about it. But like this one here, 16 views, right? This is the one we're going to go in on and look. 16 views. Then when you get here, it says 68 views, right? I might as well open this up and we'll just get right into it. This one will say 68 views. Well, actually, let's do this. I want to show you this before I move on. But then there's these other ones that I watched coming way down. So I would say 150 views were me viewing it 150 times. I come back the next morning, and again, these are from someone else's computer when I'm doing these views. So there shouldn't be any issue with people watching their own videos. So I'm purposely doing this for many, many, many reasons. Too many for me to make a video out of it. A few examples would be, I want to see when the recognition comes. Let's say I pick this video here that has, let me find one that has some little views. Okay, 20 views. I know this is not a great video. I put it in the series anyway because it's a nighttime video. It only has 20 views. So let's say I wanted to beef this thing up, right? So what I do is I'll go on the tablet or the iPad, which are both under other people's accounts. And what I'll do is I'll keep watching them over and over and over again. And while I'm doing nothing, while I'm fucking around the house, while I'm vacuuming, whatever, it doesn't matter, working on the car, I'll just keep pressing play every time and find them. So what happens is you go back the next day, and some of these that I had beefed up are dropping by 100 views overnight. So like this one here is back down to 166 views. It was at 200 and some odd views before. I had a few of them that I was doing like that. So if I seen, like, even say there was, let's say, 15 or 20 legitimate views, and 20 people actually viewed it, well, I beefed the shit out of it to see what YouTube is going to do, and YouTube always plays these fucking games. The numbers are never matching. It's not the end of the world. I'm just pointing it out. It is a constant hassle to deal with their shit. And for them to say, oh, gee, I can't keep up with the amount of views, if that was their excuse. Well, gee, you have no problem with finding all the copyright strikes in a video from some song that's playing at a gas station from 2 cars away, and you can vaguely hear the fucking music, and I get a copyright strike on a video, and I have to throw away a 1-hour video over that, you know? I guess unless I learned how to, you know, crop into them or whatever. But anyways, that was 4 minutes wasted of me explaining that. So now I'm going to this video. So this video here, this is Santos part 45, and I show a little bit of my EMNC boxes in the beginning, and then what I do is once I explain my EMNC boxes in this research video, it's just a research vid, and then I go in with a telescopic lens. Let me pull some light in here. Okay, so now I'm going in with a telescopic lens, but no color. Okay, so I don't have any color on there for contrast. So what I may do is right here, right now, add some contrast with this green filter. And then I'm going to keep pausing and playing. Let's start at the beginning, though, as soon as I get outside. Okay, So I think I'm back here a little bit. I walk outside, I stick the camera up in the air. I cannot even see what I'm looking at when I do this. It's right here, it's coming up. Those are my stairs that need a paint job. Alright, so as soon as I get my camera up in the air, I'm not even looking at my camera. I'm just showing you that this is chemtrailing that's going on around here and not regular clouds. That's all I was doing when I first walked out, before I put a filter on, or before I put a telescopic lens. So as you can see, with filter, without filter, it doesn't matter. You're going to already start being able to see the imagery. Now, what I want to point out as I'm going through this chemtrail video is things that I've been pointing out in all my series, is that go ahead and go to the television newscasts and use YouTube for what it's worth. And I'm going to try to do that I'm going to try to run through a couple of videos and just show you what I mean by that. When I say go to your television and movies for the last 100 years of television and movies, and the last 50 years of music videos, to get the visual on the moon and the clouds. Because they're all popping up in the background everywhere, and the zombies do not see it. Now, as I'm saying the moon and the clouds, that's because that's what I'm on and that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Santos Bonacci. I'm talking to New Earth Channel. I'm talking to Brother Sanchez. These are their interests. This is where their interest lies and where their talents lie. The moon, Jamie from A Plain Truth, or even Matrix Wisdom is going to have some. I don't even know Matrix Wisdom at all. He just sent me a. We spoke quickly. Nothing much out of him. So what I'm saying is, what I'm showing you guys, the electromagnetic nanocarbon system works. This is the answer. Everybody's answer. That's what I've been saying all along. So as we go along, it seems a little funny, but even me myself, these trees that are all in the backgrounds, you know, I had a video that I was kind of fucking flipping out a little bit, being stupid on, and as I was listening to myself back, I'm saying, I should take my own advice. All the trees in these videos all have the imagery in them. As I'm sweeping by trees, grass, mountains. So, in other words, the same thing goes for you. So when you go to these television shows and movies, keep in mind, and even the conspiracy sites, we can go to the conspiracy sites to rank out the conspiracy weirdos. Because even though we were conspiracy weirdos ourselves, if that's what people would consider us, we're now awakening. We're now taking the next step of awakening, and we're no longer even buying their bullshit anymore. So no longer are we buying mainstream bullshit. No longer are we buying the psyops. No longer are we buying any traditional fucking way of doing things. We're going to just look and see for ourselves. We're going to look with our own eyes now. And I know maybe people are not ready for this, but trust me, when you go and, don't trust me, don't trust anybody. Just go fucking look and trust yourselves, okay? Anyways, I got it paused here. I'm going to keep playing. The imagery is all over the fucking place in here. I could see it with my eyes when I was outside doing the videos. I knew that we were going to find this. Now, I coming in here for a reason to show you that as soon as the trails are laid in the sky by these jets, in the old days we used to use what? Smoke from the fires. We used to use factories burrowing up fucking smoke in the air. We'd have big forest fires. There's a lot of ways to get this up into the atmosphere. Hurricanes and tornadoes is another one, and I'm going to start doing the videos on the hurricanes and tornadoes for the Santos Bonacci series. I don't know where I'm going to fit them in, but I'm going to fit them in there somewhere, a few of them. Unfortunately, I got to go to other people's videos for it, but I think it's worth it to point out how dumb and how fucking much zombies we really are. So look in here. You know, I can bring you in. Now, again, you can go to this research vid. This is number 45. And you take your phone and you start looking around in there. Okay? At the chemtrails. These are fucking chemtrails. They're not even clouds yet. They're not even chem clouds yet. So all the conspiracy shit, I kind of feel bad because here I was ranking out like the chemtrail chasers and saying, why didn't you ever see this? You know, why didn't you ever notice any of this that I'm showing you? How could you be following chemtrails for the last 12, and the only reason I even go easy on them is because I'm one of them. I'm one of the fucking morons that was running around chasing these chemtrails for all these years, and I never seen it, you know? So how can I get mad at everybody else if I didn't see it myself either? What, I'm supposed to, feel that special that I'm finding all this? It's nothing special. It's nothing special at all. We should have been seeing this all along, is really what I'm more and more learning every day, every hour. And what I was building up to is that I should be getting on the tornado chasers, the hurricane chasers, all these fucking people who think they're dealing with weather, period. They're wrong. They're wrong. They have no idea what they're dealing with. And you listen to their videos, which I cannot play any sound when I start playing them, but it's amazing to me how they're not seeing it, it's kind of just like, I'm going to hit play here real quick. I'll keep playing and pausing while I'm talking about nothing, like I always do. So again, I'm just playing and pausing. We're looking at chemtrails. Look at all the imagery that's in here. I have a green filter on. I can change the filter over for you to look. I kind of want to try these glasses filters out and see how they work on the computer. Oh, way too dark. Holy shit. Let me try this one. So I should be getting on the asses of these other people as well, because you might even hear me bitch about the New Earth channel. I'll say, you're in the caves. They're in the fucking caves. Look around you. Stop. They're looking for ancient. They got us distracted, people. We are so fucking distracted by all these distractions that mean nothing, instead of just looking right in front of us for what's right there in front of us. So the snow landing on the mountain all will show this imagery. If I was showing you a mountain right now, you wouldn't know the difference between what I'm showing you. That's why I'm always specific and say what we're looking at. This is the clouds. These are the moon. Right now we're looking into a tree. Right now we're looking into a boulder or some stones, which I got to do those videos as well. So I'm specific, because if people come to here and they don't, and that's another reason why I leave trees in the video. I always try to leave trees in my videos when I'm doing them, or if I'm doing something like I'm doing here, I'll keep coming back down to the trees so people realize what they're looking at. I'm going to hit play again. This is an awesome chemtrail video, but not that I haven't fucking done a million other ones that are just as good. People, when they look at these chemtrails going on, it's actually heavy metal aerosol. Let's be clear about that. If we want to stop using the PSYOP wording, we really should all get together and just come up with our factual words and use them. But anyways, people that are into the the conspiracy sites, I see them online. They'll be showing this whole area, right? And there's thousands of images in here. There are millions of fucking nanocarbon in here that you can see with your eyes. All these triangular shapes you're seeing everywhere. So you can see those with your eyes, large to small. Look at the large ones. Look at the large ones. I used to tell people when I first started, look for the eyes, the noses, and the mouths to get started on finding the nanocarbon. Because you don't want to come out and tell people that you see images in the sky, no matter what you're telling them it is. You don't want to go doing that. They'll fuck with you. They'll rank you out. They'll talk shit about you, kind of like Russian vids did to me. Because I gave this information to Russian vids and from Beyond Imaginary Curve a long time ago, and neither one of them at the time wanted anything to do with it. So, but now I've got it everywhere now. At the time I only had it in the clouds. Now it's the moon, the fucking veil, the trees, the water, the ice, you name it. I've gone into so many things, human skin. Alright, I'll point something else out while we're going through this. I'll press play again. Okay. I can bring my screen in for a little more light, and I've got my contrast and my brightness turned down on my computer, so I certainly could turn them back up again if I wanted to. But I just want to, pause, play and pause, because when I'm paused, you'll start making things out, and you should be noticing all these lines. That's nanorope. See all the lines that make up the images. I keep saying imagey and image, whatever. That's the nanorope. So you can look in on that, and you can watch the nanorope work. That's another good thing about doing the videos, because I was watching them back today myself, and definitely if you can go and watch the 5 triangular shapes morphing into all these other shapes. I guess, what I wanted to get through to people is that this is everywhere. This is not a certain town. It's not a certain country. It's the entire system. This is a human conspiracy. It's not a government conspiracy. All that government conspiracies and the religious conspiracies and all these other political conspiracies and shit everywhere, they're nothing compared to what I'm showing you here. So just ignore it all. Just ignore. I know it sounds drastic. Oh my God, we're going to go in war with North Korea. Oh my God, you got all these fake shit going on. Oh, didn't you see what's going on with Trump and the White? It's all bullshit, people. It's all bullshit. Let them keep playing their bullshit. They might even. Oh my God, we're going to war again here. Listen, if we all come together on this and we all open our fucking eyes, all that goes away. All of it goes away. Like real fast, overnight. But it has to be the whole 6.8 billion zombies. It can't just be a couple thousand people fucking pointing this shit out. We have to put it at everybody and say, come on, you telling me you don't see this? You don't realize and see the common, the common thread here? Feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast. Can we get our fucking heads together about... When I start going into the hurricanes and the tornadoes, because I just did about 20 minutes ago, and it took me, I had to hold myself back from running in there and doing the videos on that because I wanted to get this video done on the chemtrails. It's all the same. Look in there. Look in. Take your camera when you get to these areas and just take your camera and start looking in on these chemtrails. Heavy metal aerosol sprays. And I'll point this out too as I'm doing this video. Okay, let me try to find one. I'll try to do it this way. Okay. Right here is a humongous image, right? It's this big image. Now, we know that this is clouds. We call these clouds on a human scale. This is what we call clouds. It's not fucking clouds. But anyways, let's pretend for a second. I'm going to play like I'm in make-believe land still with the rest of everybody else. So anyways, you take this image right here. Now, this is one image in the cloud. Now, believe me, this image, this large, huge image that's taking up most of the camera, believe me, it's inside of a much larger image. These images go from the veil, I should point up here, from the veil to the ground, the images go. And they're humongous. They don't, there's no place where there is not these images, okay? And the nanocarbon, like I say, keep saying, we're swimming in it, okay? Okay, I'm pointing this out for a reason. Okay, this large image here, think about that for a minute, then now think about your own body, okay? You were created also by this, not created, but built by this nanocarbon. The creator is sound resonance, because sound resonance creates everything. So sound resonance is, okay, I know you think your daddy spermed and your mommy and all that stuff. And yes, it does work that way on a bio level. But this is much bigger than the bio level. This puts the medical industry to fucking shame. What I'm showing you here, you'll get your head around it, okay? This one image right here now, this one image has, I'm going to guess and say, well, I'd have to take it on all sides, right? Because we're human, so we think things are left, right, up, down, back, forward, all that. It doesn't exist in this system. This system here doesn't see any of that, okay? So what I'm saying is that I'm trying to judge how big I'm going to say this image is, right? And within it, let's just say, for example, there are hundreds of thousands of images. There's probably more, so it's not going to be less, but more. And let me get back to it. I'm still on pause. Yeah, let me get back to it. Here's which one was I going to use? This one with the nose here, eye, mouth here. Is that the one I'm going to use? Or do I use the larger one? There's even a larger one here I can pick. Okay, so pick any one of these images. Think about it like that. Now, your body. I've done this before. I've done it I think in Sylvie and Brother Sanchez series. Gone in on human skin. It's the same fucking thing. We ourselves have hundreds of thousands of these images. Feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast within us. It's all over our bodies. And believe me, I have fun with it all the time now. Looking at my arms, I'll look into my arms and then I'll go back. And people have a hard time getting it, all right? I'm just mentioning it. I'm not going to make more videos of it. You can go back to the Sylvie. Or better yet, just take and I went down to a microscopic level, by the way. So I did that with the cameras, it worked. I did it with the microscope, it worked. It's something that you can do for yourself. It's just another thing that we can all just do ourselves and see it with our own eyes. So, and yes, I do jump around and bounce around a lot. I'm all over the fucking place. So what I'll say is that I just came off this tornado hurricane list, and I'm gonna make some videos to very soon. And when we do go there, you're going to see just like the smoke. I did the California wildfires, the smoke coming out. I did that for A Plain Truth, and I did it again for Dell and Gab's and Brian Lambert's series. So you can go back to those series to see Smoke and Fire. I'm not going to have time to get into this one, but it's the same thing as everything else. It's the same thing as looking in on the trees or the rocks or the stones or the clouds or the veil or the moon. It's all the same, people. It's all the fucking same. We just have to get our heads around it. It's there for us to see. So anyways, so this is all going on. Again, I was pointing out in the video as I was making it, you can certainly go to this research vid and watch it. It's a great research vid. These are the chemtrails. They laid them out about 20 minutes before I got out there with the camera, so it was perfect timing. And some of them were still swoopy. I'm sure these were earlier than the 20 minutes. These ones were probably there for a couple hours. But when you start being able to make out the imagery so clear with teeth, nose, eyes of the imagery, and you're able to trace them out, circle them, look into them, it's so fucking easy. This was there all along. We are the zombies. We are the ones that fucking refuse this. How do I know that? Because I've been telling people about it for fucking almost a year, and nobody wants to fucking go look, man. It's unfucking believable. Unreal. So yeah, there are a lot of other things that I would love to get into. I would love to talk about. I'm already at 21 minutes. See what I mean? And you really can't do videos any longer than 21 minutes. I mean, I'm already at 21 minutes. 20 minutes, forget it, man. The people get upset, and the video definitely won't get watched. They'll look at it, 35 minutes. Oh, and that means I got to fast forward to spots and blah, blah. Let me get over it. Let me fast forward a little bit. Hold on. Let me just jump forward. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play some music. It's gonna have to be a long video. Sorry, this is the way it goes sometimes. Chemtrails. This is what you call chemtrails. Okay. And you're going to continue to call them chemtrails. You're going to continue with government conspiracy bullshit. Even though everybody that you know and everybody that you've ever told about these chemtrails has laughed at you and said, oh, what are you talking about? You've never seen an airplane before? You've never seen a jet, obviously. You're fucking conspiracy whack job. Okay? This is for all those people that have said that to their family members. Okay? And their friends and their whoever, workmates or whoever was questioning this and wanted to know, you're all fucking blind. So now your eyes can be open. The veil is being lifted. You're being allowed to awaken. So everybody, let's do it. Let's wake the fuck up. Looks just like looking at the moon, doesn't it? With all these images down here. Look at down here. When I'm coming through. It looks just like looking in at the moon. Just like the ice. Just like the trees. Just like the veil. Unfucking believable, man. So that was without a filter. Now I think I put the filter on, or no? Oh, that was before I even went into the box. Holy shit. So now I put the scope on. So here's the part where I put the fucking scope on now. So now I'm going in with the telescopic lens. So this is telescopic lens going in on the chemtrails. So you can do the same thing I'm doing here. Anybody that comes to these videos, what you do, all I'm doing is playing and pausing, playing and pausing. This is a research vid, number 45 on the Santos series. Santos Bonacci, part 45. This is going to go up a little bit. I can pause and play anywhere. I can play everywhere I stop. I'm getting thousands of more images because I'm what? Changing my angle, changing my perspective. Lights and shadows, lights and shadows. I don't care if I'm looking at the moon, the clouds, the trees, whatever. It's all lights and shadows, lights and shadows. I'm going to have to turn this into 2 videos. I'm already at 26 minutes. Alright, I'll be right back. I got to start another video.